Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Remember to click the subscribe button and activate the notification bell if you're new here, so you don't miss any of the most exciting K-drama news. You will be astounded by today's episode. Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo have finally revealed their covert romance after years of quiet, cryptic looks and unending speculations, and it's more startling than anyone could have predicted. Yes, you heard correctly. The two megastars have admitted, "We hid it from everyone," in a startling admission that is rocking the Korean entertainment world as a whole. What actually took place behind the scenes then? What does this signify for their future together, and why did they keep it a secret for so long? Join us as we unveil every detail, dissect unique quotes, and show you how this love story was quietly developing in front of our own eyes. Like this video and leave a comment with your favorite Lee Min-ho or Song Hye Kyo drama if you're as surprised and thrilled as we are. Let's get started. Two of South Korea's most adored celebrities, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, have finally verified what fans have been speculating about for years in a revelation that has shocked people all over the world. The truth has finally surfaced after innumerable rumors, denials, and cryptic social media hints. They have been in a covert relationship and still are. Yes, you read correctly. Song Hye Kyo, the legendary protagonist in Descendants of the Sun, and Lee Min-ho, the heartthrob from the heirs, have been deeply, discreetly, and covertly immersed in a romantic relationship for about 2 years. Additionally, they recently broke their quiet in the most surprising and attention-grabbing way possible. It all began last weekend when they appeared together at a charity dinner in Seoul. The purpose of the gathering was to benefit impoverished children, but when Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo showed up together, holding hands, wearing matching black outfits that radiated sophistication and subtly intimate intimacy, the media went into overdrive. However, the hand-holding wasn't the only thing that caused concern. It was the way they gazed at one another, as though years of secrets had just been revealed. Images of the newlyweds took over the internet in a matter of hours. In more than 30 countries, hashtags like Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo and K-drama couple were popular. Shocked but ecstatic, fans expressed their feelings on social media. "Finally," murmured some, as some wept and others celebrated. However, when both celebrities shared the same Instagram caption, "We hid it from everyone, but it's time," the real quake struck. A candid snapshot of them laughing on a beach and a dark selfie taken in what appeared to be a private dining room, possibly months ago, were attached. No more hiding. No more communications that are coded. The facts were out. What made them conceal it for so long then? The couple talked candidly in an exclusive interview that was broadcast the day following their announcement. Lee Min-ho said, "There were too many eyes on us, too many expectations. We didn't want our love to turn into a scandal or a product." The composed yet tearful Song Hye Kyo continued, "I didn't think I could love again, let alone trust someone so deeply after everything I went through." He waited, though. He remained. "For me, that was everything." Both were worldwide brand representatives when their story started in the background of a commercial shoot in Paris years ago. Song Hye Kyo stated, "At first it was just small talk. He made me laugh when I hadn't laughed in a long time, but it's nothing serious. I knew I liked her the moment she quoted a line from my drama in a teasing way," Lee Min-ho said with a smile during the interview. "She saw past the celebrity and the actor, which surprised me. She noticed me. Things began to escalate, but cautiously, from that point on. They shared handwritten notes, playlists, and books. To share fleeting moments, they planned their trips months apart, used identities at restaurants, and met in obscure parts of Seoul. They even shared a cloud account at one point, where they posted pictures and notes that chronicled their travels. Lee Min-ho declared, "It was our secret world. A space exclusively for us." Not only was the secret romantic, but it was also essential. Song Hye Kyo experienced severe media attention and psychological distress following her well-publicized divorce. She said, "I didn't want my healing process to be dissected. However, he allowed me to recover. He didn't ask me to hurry or to be all right. He simply remained. Known for his easygoing charm and self-assured on-screen persona, Lee Min-ho revealed a different side during the interview. A very tender, protective man who wasn't scared to love in private. He remarked, "She was real, which made me love her more. The woman behind the spotlight, not just the actress. If she had needed me, I would have waited 10 years. When questioned about the future at the end of the interview, it was possibly the most astonishing admission of all. The two celebrities exchanged a smile before Lee Min-ho softly remarked, "This is just the beginning." The press went crazy. Although the couple has not yet announced anything, there are currently rumors that they are getting married. Fans, however, are not holding out for a formal announcement. The king and queen of K-drama, who have finally reunited, are already being treated like royalty by many. What about the industry? It is a hive of adulation. "I knew it," said Park Shin-hye, a close friend and fellow actor, in a comment on their post. "You two were destined to be together." According to reports, Song Joong-ki put an end to the allegations by sending a supportive message. Their love story has transcended national boundaries, as evidenced by the fact that even global celebrities like Henry Golding and Gemma Chan liked their announcement post. Beyond the celebrity and dramatic headlines, however, it is evident that this is a tale of gentle love, healing, and patience. A tale of two individuals who, in a world that seeks to reveal everything, dared to save something lovely. Fans are starting to rewatch previous interviews, award shows, and behind-the-scenes videos as their narrative goes viral, looking for lost hints and the truth that was always there. At the 2022 Baeksang Arts Awards, a keen-eyed admirer created a TikTok thread that has gone viral, capturing the two exchanging subtle looks. One clip showed Lee Min-ho clapping with a surprising warmth in his eyes and grinning broader than usual as Song Hye Kyo won Best Actress. In a different one, they were seated on opposing sides of a promotional meal, yet they both exited simultaneously, only seconds apart. One fan wrote on Twitter, "It was always there. We simply weren't listening." The public's reaction to their news is even more touching. This tale serves as a tribute to slow, sacred, and purposefully private love in a world too frequently dominated by transient relationships and social media flings. In forums, older fans have discussed how the couple gave them hope for second chances. They are currently being dubbed the final Hallyu real love story by young fans. But don't get me wrong, timing wasn't the only factor. It was a matter of survival. The harsh cost of fame has been borne by both celebrities. After the divorce, Song Hye Kyo struggled with self-doubt and worry. In an article published in 2023, she said, "There were nights I couldn't sleep. I wondered if I was irreparably damaged." Despite his achievements, Lee Min-ho acknowledged that he felt alone. He remarked, "Everyone loves the actor version of me, but when the cameras stopped rolling, I wasn't sure if anyone could love me. They took refuge in one another. When words failed, they turned to poetry as a means of communication, visited temples in Kyoto to escape the craziness of the media, and exchanged books on healing." Rilke's quote, "For one human being to love another, that is perhaps the most difficult of all our tasks," is one of Song Hye Kyo's favorites, and the fact that their narrative wasn't dramatic, quick, or messy may be what gives it such power. It was quiet, steady, and well-earned. Not because he didn't care, but because speaking out would have endangered Song Hye Kyo, Lee Min-ho remained, mute even when there were suspicions that he was seeing other people. He disclosed, "It wasn't just about me. It was about safeguarding our possessions." In order to protect, not to deceive, they developed their connection in secret. They agreed to keep this sacred until we're strong enough to share it in a field where every action turns into a gossip. The reaction is enormous now that they have. Exclusive documentaries have been requested by major Korean networks. Global fashion giants are lined up to cast them as the ideal power couple after Vogue Korea reportedly offered a dual cover shoot. However, the pair is still wary. Song declared, "We don't want to become a brand. If we choose to get married or start a family, we'll do it in private with our families first." Fans continue to have dreams despite this, calling it a visual favor from heaven. Some are pleading for the two to co-star in a historical K-drama. The heirs and descendants of the sun are two of their classic parts that have already been combined to create fantasy wedding invites.